So you get login, you can just select create a new website. It's all running in Gemstone, so after that he's going to talk about that. So
Running the real production system?
yeah. That's real.
We will have a new business for 500.
Just
I don't know if I use it to run, but it's another.
okay. Email. I'm going and try to do it fast, but you know. Anyway, you select your business type. It has Ajax and all that. You select your language, let's say English. Currency, we work with so many currencies, let's say, I don't know, dollar, country, whatever, you know, Belgium. Next. We select the business type. This is the kind of business that it will define what kind of product are we going to sell. Let's say generic. After that, we have to select what kind of design or template we choose for this. Let's see this one. Press next. And we say we accept the conditions, save. And the website, it should be working. And the name was More Sales. More sales.iBizLog.com. It's getting to, that's a website. So now the only thing that we should do is charge, what kind of product are we going to sell? I don't know, smalltalk. ¿Qué? ¿No se ve? You put the tags for the product, type, the description of the product, save as draft or publish, reload that's the page that we just create. So I'm going to reload, and that's the product. It's done. The product is there and it's running. So you can make a question for the product. It's all in Ajax. It has captcha. It has everything. So in just few clicks, you have your website running. depends what you need, the website that you create, you know. For example, this, it's a business, it's a consulting client that we have. This has a full domain register. This one is full domain, but you know, it doesn't have to be. So you go to the product or to the service that they provide, and you see what they offer. You make a question, see what who they are. You know, it's like almost every website. You can from the navigation tools. You can just with one click. This one is in Spanish. You just do one click, and it's going to be in English. The navigation, you know, tools like About Us and all that. We are almost going to add some features to do all the translation of the whole content, but we don't have it yet. But anyway, that's it, and that's another. It's no hours, but you know, you may be hungry, so it's one. You know, it's a simple system, so you can create websites and all that. So now he's going to talk Esteban about the implementation and development.
Why I'm here is first I want to clarify that because I have another talk in the afternoon. I want to
Explain
why I'm here right now. That's because we use Scrum as a development model, and in Scrum, there is always a product owner, which is Jose,
Me.
and he's making a very good job. He's coming here to present on the product to a bunch of small-talk nerds, but he's doing very well. And we have a Scrum Master, which is Jose,
Juanjo.
sitting there, seeing me make the ridiculous. And there is always a development team, which in this case, and 99% of the case, is me. So I'm the one who can explain how we did this, and if it fails, I'm the one who blames it. But it's not failing right now, so it's going very well. Let's talk about
Technology.
technology we use to make this. First of all, we use a running glass, who is running on top of a Linux CentOS, 64 bits, because otherwise Gemstone does not run, but it's okay. A quad core and 4 gigabytes.
And it's hosted.
It's not a very great infrastructure. I don't know the word
In French.
English,
Yeah, that's okay.
but the system is running that very simple hardware.
Just one machine.
Yeah. And what's the deployment architecture? Well, come on, it's a glass.
That's it.
Very easy. It doesn't have any problem installing this, and I have to say, a few minutes ago, James thought that Gemstone has some problems. Not much, but some. I have to disagree with him. He's not paying. But in my 15 years of experience in programming, I have to say Glass is the best application server and database management system I've ever seen. It's very solid and it works very straightforward if you take if you read the notes, which I forgot the first time. I failed in installation, but then I went there, read the instructions, and it works straightforward. We use 3 gems and just 1 stone, and Apache is serving out the static files and going to the CSI application through fast CGI. I have to say that before this slide, that this architecture is going very well right now, and of course we don't have a lot of traffic, but we have much more than we could handle with just an Faro image or maybe a full image of random. And it has no problem at all. We even made a test creating about 100 sessions per second, running half an hour maybe, and the system
Runs fine.
runs okay. So I don't think we are going to have any problem in the near future. When we came to that point, I think we are going to.
Or you will be Amazon, maybe you will have to make it.
Yeah.
I don't care. I want.
Yeah, that's not the problem.
Right now, we are running 500 sites and almost all of them with articles loaded.
Porque me dijeron que de secretaria.
Bueno.
A ver,
Ok.
¿cómo hacen en la televisión? Listo.
I'm a little bit scared. Okay. I forgot what I was saying. That we are using about 700 megabytes of our 4 gigabytes free, so we don't cared about that right now. So, for the development, we are using Faro. We started the development with Squeak, and later we moved to Faro because, well, all the things that you know already know. Faro is more professional use-oriented, and even the gem tools are moving on to Faro development, and there are some Smalltalk standards that are better represented in Faro than in Squeak. I'm saying, for example, if not nil do you know? I had a lot of trouble at the beginning with that because Gemstone does not have it, and Faro has the protocol as Smalltalk 80, and I was using Squeak, and it was a problem the first time I migrated the image. And we use Monticello to upload all our new versions. We are going to move to Metacello as soon as I can find a little bit of time to do that. Well, we used also Seaside 2.8. That was the running Seaside version right now on the Gemstone. There are a beta version of Seaside 3, but it's still not ready for use, and we are not ready to move on for there. We use a lot of prototype and scriptaculos to make our Ajax request, and we use a jQuery plugin version made from Sebastián Sastre originally, not the one who is present right now in the Seaside 3, and I extended myself, adding a lot of plugins which we are using it in the application. Also, we use a lot of Magritte all the time in all the places. Why? Because Magritte is very cool. I also have discussions inside my company because not all the members of my company are so convinced that as I am about that. But once you catch it, you can solve a lot of problems very quick, very fast. And if the current version of Magritte doesn't solve your problem, you can adapt very easily and create your own renders or own components and extend it very fast and very well. And we use a lot of Ajax. Maybe in the demonstration it wasn't so clear, but there are a lot of things that are happening through Ajax there. Filtering, making comments, rating, making questions, showing image details. Even we control the place. Yes. Okay. Even we control the place where we are, and if we are filtering the first page, we use an Ajax cal, and if we are in the for example, in the About Us page, we re-render all the page because the Ajax cal won't work. We did a lot of Ajax work there. So we use also some external components, and yes, I integrated everything to Magritte. We have a description for CAPTCHA, so you just add that description to a component description, and you have CAPTCHA validation right there without any other effort. We extended Magritte to process files, input files through ImageMagick. I don't know how to pronounce that, but you get it. And we have other components like shard disk, which I don't find any sense to integrate to Magritte yet, but I will find one reason to make that. Then we need to develop some components. First, a homemade data storage mechanism, which is not a data storage mechanism. It acts as an abstraction layer between the persistence operation. It works more or less like SandstoneDB, but it uses a singleton object to store all the collections there, and that is inside a gemstone. So if we need to optimize one of the collections, we have all of that centralized there, and we can export that object, and it's a full database using a passive object. Passive object is the name as a class to persist on disk and gemstone. Passive object. Passivate object. Passivate, not passive. Passivate object, and we make our backups or even migration operations that is not conveniently to have all the data loaded. We passivate that to disk, make the migration, and then read it back very easily. And for other projects, we extended that. We extended that to use glorp now with glorp DBX and the plain memory if necessary. And it works very well. You just do a save to the object that is saved. You call the class and executes a select in the class side, and it brings your objects back, and works pretty cool. Other thing that we used was we created a component library to manage Ajax on C side because we don't like all the HTML request, blah, 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 blah. We want to program in objects and widget objects in Smalltalk, so we can say I want a panel or a text input, and not using the render content and stuff. So we can isolate the problem and reuse them as components and on everywhere. Looks pretty, works pretty cool. It needs some work right now, but all of Ajax work is made with that. I'm putting the names there because they are all in Squid Source. There are mid releases, so if you want to try it, it's called Riff, the new version, because Coral was taken for a scripting language for Faro. We like it more Coral, but and that expressed better what we were trying to do, but the names for being around seaside are not so many. Anyway, we found some little problems. Most of them was because of the migration needed from Faro to Gemstone. There are some things that are not entirely migrated. I don't know, maybe I will ask James in the lunch, but I think some of them because of the by decision, and some of them because lack of time. I think, for example, I think if not nil do is not ported by decision, because if not nil does the job. There are other problems which the Gemstone implementation is very different from the Faro or Squeak implementation, like HTTP post calls. So, and finally, there are others which there was a problem in Faro. We need to make OS process work and were trivial in Gemstone, but nevertheless different. So we needed to create our abstraction layer to handle all of these differences, or in some cases add methods in Gemstone. But you just doing that, everything goes very, very easy. Other of the problems found was that Hyper, when we ran that test of a lot of sessions created, at some point it stopped working. So we take the Dale's advice and we move to fast CGI, and then it works without problem and significantly very fast. Okay. So that's what we do. We did. Sorry. Any questions?
Is your compatibility layer available anywhere?
Sorry?
The compatibility layer you were talking about, like HTTP posts and everything?
Yeah.
Is that up on Squid Source or anywhere by any chance?
Sorry, I didn't hear the last time.
El layer de compatibilidad si está disponible en Squid Source o en algún website.
No, the compatibility layer, I'm very ashamed of that, and that I'm not releasing it because it's not very cool. when it works, but it's not a good piece of software.
I have to write the same thing starting next week, so if I would be happy.
Well, you can email me and I will be glad to share with you. I will release sometime, but now is just the work needed to make this run, and not it's not very well thinked.
You have mechanisms to update the
programming language. So you can do what components like to say that you can fix release.
Yes, it's called Topaz. One of the things that makes Gemstone great is that you can change anything on runtime, but that's very dangerous too. We usually, our release process is to create Monticello releases and loading in through a Topaz script, which is then saved and versioned and everything, so we can track all our changes. And usually that works, but sometimes there are bugs that needs a Topaz edit method, change this, and move on. It happens. Did that answer your questions?
For me, I have a business question.
Yeah.
What is the business model behind the shop? How do you take a percentage of the sales of the shop? The fixed price?
Today we are no. Today the business idea is just get hundreds and hundreds of business sites and just supporting with ads. We got some ads at the sides of the website. But the idea is...
Sorry, a moment. The ads were not seen because the proxy of the university is filtering Flash.
Ads and Flash. So, but the idea is the support of that is going to be ads. We are going to sell some ads to people that need that. And the other stage, after we have so many business in so many languages and blah, 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 another step is to do a big portal with all that content. And there is another step, but maybe 4 years after that. But the idea is, make a website as easy as you make a blog. That's the idea.
For example, the fact that if I have proof to say that I can see how many I sold and things like that.
Yeah.
You forgot to mention that there are plans. There are a free version, and you can upload up to 18 articles, and then you need to pay. So the business model is to sell for more articles loaded. Right now there are four paying business. Not so much, but that's the idea.
It's get a big database. That's the big idea. After that, to see what's going on and.
Juan, ¿por qué no le mostras chucherías?
He's going to show one business that has all the features on sale.
I don't know. Well, I don't know if we have time.
But just 1 second.
5? Okay.
From the usability, did you change it? Because for the end user, you want that's pretty simple. So did you check, did you get feedback from end users that...
Sorry, I didn't understand it. I don't.
Feedback de los usuarios acerca de las habilidades que...
No, it was great. No one made any complaint.
But we changed some things. We added a sorting function to the articles that weren't there before, because one of the clients mentioned that he wanted that. And first week online, we noted that
we make it harder to create a business. We change the wizard to create a website. the beginning was a bit hard to get a website, too many steps, validate email, blah, blah, blah. So we changed maybe the usability, but after that we have a very good feedback from users. We are having almost 20 new users per day, testers, But,
why I ask that? Because for CMS box.
A CMS box?
Yes, for CMS box, they have a guide, really an expert usability interface.
Yeah, we have a problem with.
They want this price after and things like that, but they really can change some design and I want to do it. It was really, because you want my mother to go to the website with your stuff.
that was
okay. That's okay. Richard?
Yes, I like it a lot, and I think it's very easy to use. But I'm wondering if the sites you already have, you said you have 4 paying customers, and I guess a few more. Well, you said that's a very decent number, like every day more users. But of the users who are actually using the site to sell their articles, have they done their own sites, or you have done it for them?
They are our templates, what they are using.
If you want, you can upload your template or CCS and you
No, but I'm asking if they don't trabajar solos. If they do work by their own,
Yeah.
they have to do it.
No.
Yeah.
All the app. I will show you.
So that site, for example, is your customer.
Yeah, the fast food site is someone who 2 days ago created his site, and we weren't noticed about that.
It's actually working.
Yeah, it's working, and it's working very good, I think.
This is on that.
It's working. We could sell a little bit more, but we are just testing it right now, so we are not worried about that.
All these sites are online and are working. All these sites are online and are working. Let's see. This one.
Right.
Products.
Hey. Yes.
Does the site interact with PayPal or
Yeah, PayPal, Google Track, I don't know the name of the Google. No, the Google Analytics too, but Google Checkout and Dinero Mail. There are
for example,
the 3 ones right now already provided and free.
This one is from
Anyone can use it.
using implementation?
Sorry?
The interface.
There are yes, I can give it, but it's not so hard because there are PayPal and Dinero Mail provides several levels of connections. The first one, which is the one we are using, is as easy as post a form and give the control of the business operation to them. We are not using the web service APIs or anything. There are a commercial reason, because if we transfer the business management to them, we don't have any problem, any legal problems. So if something happens, it's their problem. So we provide that for free, and we don't don't take any responsibilities, and we can develop a better API if someone is interested on demand.
How long did the development take?
Sorry?
How long did you make the whole development?
The full application, it was 6 to 7 months. Just me.
Doing some other things.
And half time and half time. Part time. Sorry.
You know, it has features that no others has. You know, multi-language and all that. But that's great. I think that's going to.
Other question? Yeah.
If you have a block of items, because now the workflow you have to add an item by item, right?
Yeah.
So the name, the prices, and if you have a lot, do you have ways of importing or Excel?
Not yet.
Not yet. It's in the things to do list. Yeah. That's all? No, last year my whole experience was to come last year to the James tutorial, and then just to put my hands on that. And well, there is another member of our company which is not present today, but he liked it a lot to toquetear todo. Okay, thank you very much. Ya está, fue.